Okay, so if I hover my pen here in the center and I touch the screen, I can touch to the red lines and then it stops and I'm unable to touch in this blue zone. If I change my pen to left-hand mode and I open up the left-handed version of this and I hover my pen in the middle, I can touch in this area, but as soon as I come to the red borders, touch is ignored. Okay, so what happens if we do this in ZBrush? Because I'm right-handed, I'm going to add it to the left-hand mode. So what will happen is, if I hover my pen here in the middle, touch will work in the region of where your palm sits. So my palm is sitting around here. Now let's see how this behaves in ZBrush. So we've got our model opened, and if we hover our pen, when the pen's hovering, you can see the rotate arrow, and I can touch within this area. Okay, now the controls that I have set up on Artist Pad, we have Shift as Shift, Control as Control, and Alt as Alt, and these are toggles. This is just a blank key as Shift, a Control key, a blank Control key, and a blank Alt key, and then we have Control Shift as a blank and a Control Alt. So we're going to be using these and these. So if we press Control Shift, I can begin masking out an area, and then I can reverse it, and then I can add another region, and then press Alt to mirror it. Now, in doing this, I can press this key in the bottom left, and I'm pressing and holding, and I can draw. I can even release, and I can still draw, and then I can press Alt to invert it to add it to the selection. And I notice I do get a little bit of rotation if I touch the screen before hitting the button. And then I'm in Shift Rotate Link, so you've got to press the key before you start highlighting. Now in saying that, if we reverse our and spacebar works as intended, I can adjust the sliders, and I'm pressing and holding on the space in the top left in the Artist Pad. If we change our pen to right-hand, in right-handed mode, so what happens is if I press and hold on right-handed mode means I can touch on the side of the pen, and my palm area, which is here, is ignored. But if I press and hold Control Shift and I start drawing, it doesn't draw this lasso. But if I press tap and release really quick, I can get the results that you just gotta get the combination right. And what I'm saying is not intuitive in this mode because you have to tap this button and touch. So I'm tapping and then touching, like I'm touching and then I don't even know how I'm doing it. I'm doing it like so quick. It's just native. The only reason I don't like using... Yes, the best option is to change it to left-handed, because when that is done, you can hold, and it's very intuitive for how this mode works. But the only downside is, if over here, because I'm right-handed, I end up pressing on these modes, like my pen's hovering, but I'll end up hitting on elasticity, and I'll end up changing these values. Well, I might hit on samples and change all these values, and it's like unintentionally.